secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Leaves it with the back. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Oklahoma's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
They boot it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, what a play to set him up!
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover. Set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking left. Into the end zone. Touchdown,
this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Paul. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
To the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Auburn lines up quickly. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires on the move. Caught near the sideline. It's Ott. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Sends it back in motion. The run from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. Right back at him. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking down the left side. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. The short hands, it's Simmons. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alston. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. To the air, it's Daniels. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in, it burns him up. Another sack. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Tigers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Robinson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
throws to the back. The sure hands, it's up. Sprinting away. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, Give on the inside. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Fields. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here come the Sooners. To go on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mateer. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Ott. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take him back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major. And the pressure gets there. And down he Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the big first down sack, it's second down. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds his man down the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Gives it on the option. He gets it inside to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Singleton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The throw. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Under fire. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Coleman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.